That was a mess. Hi, old Mucky with the Exiles, hope you're safe and well. I have John from Exiles Barking with me again today, and we're going to look at the 11th play of Gioco Stretto as we number the plays from the Getty, although it's in the PD as well, but 11th in the Getty. And this deals with someone making when we're making a cover on the opposite side of our bodies to what we're normally used to. Normally we're used to being right-handed, and we're used to doing most of our actions from the right to the right. Yeah, we're used to all of our plays here. This play is specifically around someone cutting from the other side, from their left to my right, and I'm making the cover on my right. So for example, and we'll do a couple of different options, someone's cutting from posta donna and they're going to come out. I'm going to meet posta frontale. This would be a cover on the left, okay? This is how Fiore would say it, the opposite side. So from here, the play straight up from the manuscript is to take hold of the arms and lift them up, okay? And as I pull on the thrust. So if we swap sides, okay? So I might be in cingale or whatever. Posta frontale, you're going to take hold of the arms and I'm just going to lift them up, okay? And pull my point on. And this is basically what we see from the manuscript, okay? So we can set it up like that, just as a nice, clean, easy cut, okay? And in training, that's what we'll often do. Frontale, take them up, there you go, we're in, okay? Gets a bit messy, it gets a bit clunky. Sometimes we'll do it slowly, but sometimes what tends to happen is cingale or whatever, I'll meet posta frontale, I'll grab a hold of the arms, but they'll start to twist, start to turn. That's okay. I'm basically just displacing his arms long enough to thrust at him, basically, and I can follow up with several different things. So what we're going to look at is a couple of different ways to access this play. Once you've practiced this play a lot, and I think we need to, all of us, myself included, need to probably appreciate the plays on the other side of the body a bit more. Once we've practiced them a lot and they become muscle memory and kind of instinctive, there's actually lots of different ways to access this play, and it starts to become a bit more like a principle than just a standalone play, which was, you know, sort of artificially set up, you know, for the purposes of the video just there. When we're starting off in HEMO and we start sparring, etc., what can tend to happen quite a lot is a bit of a car crash, right? So you might both step in or whatever, and you'll get to this kind of position, and what you'll have from here is it all gets a bit messy and counter-cutting, and it all just starts to get a bit messy. From here though, I've obviously got that play. I've obviously got the ability to take control of the arms, lift them up to access that play. I've also got the option if he decides to try and cut around. So if we've both come into each other, okay, and we're lifting up high and he decides to counter cut at me across the other side of his body, well, I've got this play from there too. So I'll show you how. So we've both come in, okay, he's lifted his arms up, I've got posta frontale and I've got the play. I've also got the follow-on play as well, which is to take hold of this too. So we've got a couple of different plays there. But in the strictest possible terms, push at the arms and I've got on that play, okay, I've pulled on that thrust. And this happens quite a lot in sparring or whatever, certainly when we're neglecting to come offline and things like that. We'll meet, big car crash, okay, he starts to make the turn of the weapon, okay, I can very easily just cover that long enough just to pull on that thrust. So we've put some masks on, we're just going to go through them with a little bit of pace. We're not going full speed and power or anything like that, it's just for the purposes of the video. Bearing in mind this is Stretto now, so it's going to get quite messy. It should be quite messy, okay? We'll do a couple of clean setups and then we'll do some car crash setups and just see where we end up, because we haven't practiced these for a couple of years for obvious reasons. Car crash. Yeah. Nice. So there's a couple of different ways to access it. Again though, we start clean, we start with just the nice easy fendente from John's left. Okay, we can start off just like this, and we're making the cover and we're just pulling it on long enough. Now he will be moving, which is the reason why I make the cover and I grab a hold of it. So if we're just nice and slow, when I'm lifting at the arms, I'm keeping hold of them just long enough and I'm pushing him backwards. So he'll find it very difficult to do a counter cut action from there. If we come a little bit more diagonal, I'll give you a push. So in reality, we're covering and I'm coming up, look, I'm pushing him just long enough to get that thrust on, and then I can recover back if I need to, if I think it's gone messy, if I've missed with my thrust, whatever. So that's the play. A couple of options for getting into it, bit of a car crash or just have a nice clean setup. But again, I suppose the main emphasis of the video is if we practice actions like that quite a lot, they start to appear in lots of different places and you can make them your own. So thanks for your time, and until the next one.